Clash of Clans Podcast, episode 67.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.
And we're right with the Clash of Clans fans and stands. I'm your pal, Biggity Boneyard. I'm here with my pal, Scotty.
Hey, Boneyard.
Hey, Scotty, and we're joined today with the ever beautiful Lady B.
Hello.
Hello, Lady B.
And we're back after a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah, we're back. Back in the brand new WBSMT radio studios. the WNBA studios.
WNBA.
Here at my beautiful new house that we finally closed on and finished and moved. So I haven't been able to record for a while because I've been pretty damn busy.
Yeah, so he's been busy, but, since we haven't been able to record for a while, it happened right after the update. That's kind of the last episode that we recorded was all about the update. And so, post-update, I was not very happy.
Post-update, you're not happy?
No, I had an update hangover, I think. So the day came, I upgraded, it did my stuff, and then...
kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah. It was... it's like we couldn't war because everybody was having problems. Everybody spent all the elixir right away.
Yeah, nobody had any. We were like, okay, we can't do anything.
I was handicapped because I only had one barracks to make my hogs.
Sure.
So I was having horrible attacks right away. Mm-hmm. And my queen, I think that was when my queen went up to... Yeah, I think that was when my queen went up to... 14. So it was like I was just thrown off kilter all week long. I, went in on raids. There was no elixir to be found.
No, there was no anything to be found.
No, yeah, everybody was saving until the upgrade, and then they just dumped. Yeah. Everybody did the same thing.
It was like the worst rude awakening ever. It's like you come, that happens, and you're excited about it, and then. The gem boost was on, so it was like just raining in.
Everybody was like,
great. It was just money.
And it was everybody was saving up to their like, oh, I got plenty. Oh, I'm capped out. Like, oh, I can't wait to spend all this because right when the update hits, boom, huge chunks of everything. You spend everything.
Right, and I had my P.E.K.K.A.s going, and so right away I almost had enough for the next level. But I had days left to do it, and then and I was thinking, oh God, it was been so easy to find loot lately. Well, then I dropped the 3.5 million on the new Dark Barrack.
Me too.
And I had enough right then. That was the day I started my queen too, because I didn't know what was going to cost what for Dark Elixir, and so boom. And so I was out, and it was a very, very, very painful week. And then going into this last week, it finally started to, it seems like the economy's kind of coming back around.
Well, I'm not finding much. I guess I am with player one. I guess I haven't been warned. I really haven't been on a lot. I really apologize to my fans and my Zodcasters. We've been doing a lot of stuff. We'll get into that in the House of Zod, really tightening things up. We got some new rules and we're figuring some stuff out and making it a little more. We're just making it a tougher, better warring clan. But I've been gone. Like I've just been like I missed the entire boost with Boneyard.
Oh my God!
Because I was gone and I didn't have Wi-Fi. I moved. Didn't have charter. Never went. I didn't go to work. I didn't have Wi-Fi in my house, and I wasn't at work.
We had a rough couple of days.
Yeah, I couldn't.
There was no Wi-Fi.
Well,
we had no interwebs.
And that was the thing. I was like, "What? Oh, fine." I got player one. I got to do it because it's on my regular phone. I have a service plan. Boneyard doesn't have a service plan, so I couldn't do anything with it.
Oh man!
Like I should have driven to McDonald's to do it. Or just went over to work for once a day to put on my boost. But I was at the point where I was like. I was busy from sun up to sundown, and then some. Yeah. Moving and closing and moving and moving and moving and cleaning and painting. And now I'm finally here, and I get to play, and the charter works. And I got Netflix on my computer through my PlayStation.
Very nice.
Totally sweet.
No, on your television.
What did I say?
On your computer.
I got Netflix on my TV.
So it's safe to say.
Wait a minute, what?
What does Boneyard have going now? Zero builder or
It looks like I got one busy builder, and I think he's doing a wizard tower to max. That'll be my second one. That's max. That'll be the second out of 4.
I'm finding gold is just like I'm not even caring about gold, and all of a sudden it's showing up. Like right before I came over here to record, I started my last archer tower to 12.
Okay. Did you remember that conversation we had about just go for gold and elixir will show up? Isn't
no,
that how that went?
No.
Was it the other way around? I don't know.
I'm constantly going for elixir. I have to hit like a 200k, almost, unless there's and pay for my dark elixir troops, because the dark elixir I'm just not getting. You're
going in with a heavy load of troops every single raid while you're raiding, so you have to you have to search forever and hit the big nuts, right?
Yeah.
I go in with barbs and archers and ball breakers, and I can make money, gold and elixir, and I don't have to search for 10 hours.
Well, it just doesn't seem like with that week I started doing all kinds of different armies. I started doing barb archer minions, and then using giants some more, and using Valkyries with them, because I had that one barrack that could only produce dark troops. So I'm like, well, this will be just supplemental troops. So I tried some things with different troop combinations, and it was just like I'd go in, and even you couldn't even find like a good pumped and elixir camp, because everybody had been on.
Yeah.
Because of the update, because it was so hype, everybody's trying to make money.
And they drew it out so long. It was such a bummer that you're like, oh, today's this, and then 2 weeks later it finally happens.
Yeah.
And they're like, just drop it all in one day.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this last episode. Just give it to me all in one day, and then I don't have to, it doesn't have to be a thing.
Yeah.
Then everybody will have to save up for it, save up for all that new stuff, because they won't have just saved up for it. And then Supercell will make money because people are going to want all their stuff. They won't have saved up for it. They're going to gem it out.
Oh yeah,
that would be just drop it.
Well, it was good to look forward to it, to know it was coming, and then it was like that was part of the hangover of the update. It was like, okay, it hit. Well, it's 9 days till I see.
Oh, pig dogs, great.
Yeah, it wasn't anything that you could just automatically do, and then the lava hogs or lava hounds.
Lava hounds, the pig dogs. So here's a question: what is after the update? Now that we've used things, besides the lava hound, anything that you're keen on that had happened, or you hate that had happened in the update?
God, it almost seems like
there wasn't even anything.
Well, I love the timer on the.
That's cool.
On
the pause button, which is fun.
Yeah,
that kind
so
of
you
thing.
can really control it, look at it.
It's not super good for
trying to find
actually battling, but I mean, you can learn stuff from it. But
that was always a problem. Is like you're waiting to see that one thing happen, and you can actually hit pause and go, "Okay, where the hell are my Valkyries here?"
Where is everything?
Shit show that's going on inside this camp.
At what point did my king die? I don't even know what happened here.
Yeah, I like that you can take the troops out of the clan castle.
Yeah,
I find myself going to the goblin map, still dropping some.
It's easier to drop a bunch in the goblin map than to.
I do wish you could
do like one or two at a time in the regular map, in your regular barrack.
Yeah,
or army camp.
Well, I do wish that you could. I love the spell thing. The fact that you can do your spells out of order. That really helps.
Oh yeah, that is huge. I mean, it should have been a thing right away. Why is the spell barrack different than the regular barracks? Like. And when you want to dump them, like, why can't you just dump it?
Yeah, that's the one thing that I wish that you could just refund the amount of, or not refund, but just even cut the spell. Because now I still have to go to the goblin map to throw that spell,
on. But you don't want it. Let me just get the elixir back for it.
Yeah.
I pushed the button by accident. I don't need the stupid electric spell.
Or
how many times have you done that, right? You're just going through like, I want to put that.
Or at least let you delete it from your spell queue instead of having to go
dump it in the.
Yeah. And so we were so broke right after that, we didn't war right away.
I think we skipped our war too.
Yeah, I think we skipped the one leading up to it, and then we skipped.
This episode brought to you by Bud Light.
Then we skipped actually the war the day it was going to go, and we went later in the week. But it was...
I think what we did was we skipped ours, and then we did a late war.
Yeah.
Like on Friday.
But it was tough because it was like...
Thursday or something.
The elixir wasn't there, getting elixir, trying to, keep the troops coming through. But then this week we did a couple wars. So I've got a lot of updates and some cool things about that. So what's been happening in Zod with wars, with...
Well, we've been killing it. My guys are crushing it all the time. I again, I apologize for not being around. But my 3 co-leaders, we have a new elder. Before my move, we had this new plan. It was for the update. We stripped everybody of elder status.
Okay.
So it was me as leader, 3 co-leaders, and then all members. We were going to have a new thing where people have to fight and really, if you want elder, you have to really earn it.
Okay.
And so the first thing we did was we had a contest. The 2 people, we had a donation contest for leading up to the update. The 2 people.
How'd that go?
2 people who donated the most. Shit, you know what? I don't even know who the second guy was. God, I feel bad for my crew. I'm not being a very good king. Jadim and maybe Kid or Sir Herps. Sir Herps.
Oh, you'll find out.
I will find out. Actually, I can just send it out here. I'll find out in 1 second. We had a contest where the 2 people who donated the most, it was donated and received the most. A combo of the 2 got a $10 iTunes card.
So you had
both got to
get the most donations and receive the most troops too.
Yeah, it was a combination of the 2, and it had to be over 1,000. And I think it got up to like 8,000.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the one dude was like, okay, when it starts, I got dragons ready. Like, I'm just dumping them out. He wanted that shit. And,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, how many gems does $10 buy you?
1,200.
Who's got it
1,200.
Okay. So we did that, and let me just do something real quick here.
So you had the big contest.
We had the contest. That lasted 2 weeks. So that lasted through and beyond the update and a subsequent war or 2.
So you did in a season? It was out of a season?
Yeah, in the 2-week season. So we started at 0.
All right, yeah. So I can see that. Because I can... sometimes I can get up to about 6,000 with more donations.
23 days ago, we had a war that we won by 1 point. I'm pretty sure that I told you guys that because that's long enough. We definitely recorded before that. And then the update hit, I think after that, because then it was 12 days ago, we ran 131-90 against Dumb and Dumberer. And then...
Oh my God, have you seen the previews?
For the new one? Yeah, Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
It looks pretty good. And I think I was around a little bit for that, and then I wasn't around for the 133-9 against some Chinese clan. And then we lost one 5 days ago, the Skulls. And I'm pissed that we lost to the stupid Skulls. That's such a stupid name. 111-131. They were pretty Town Hall 10 heavy at the top, and we were doing some different things and moving people around. And then we just beat the Atlanta Braves 116-52. And they were like all Braves fans, and we were just like shitting on them.
So you've won the last.
We won. We lost to the Skulls, but so on my previous wars list, I've got 2. The Skulls is the second one down, and then we lost to Eglin EOD 40 days ago. That's the last loss before that.
So we've had...
Otherwise, it's all wins.
We had a couple really close ones, and I can't remember what I... Oh, this is kind of crazy because I'm looking at the war log right now. We fought Canada, lost by 5. Then
you lost to Canada
by 5.
That sucks.
Canada's going to take over the world.
No,
we're all going to go take over Canada.
I don't know.
No, that one was 25 days ago. So I don't know
all those precious resources up there.
I don't remember when Ely pulled the April Fool's joke on the local paper and said that they'd sold themselves to Canada.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So this was 25 days ago. I don't know if I talked about it. Then the next war was 107-107, a draw. Okay. Then we had 2 losses. one by 6 or 7, and one by like they killed us by 25 points. Then we had another draw against a Chinese clan. I can't pronounce her name. And then we just came off 3. Well, they're just symbols, you know.
It's just the symbols, yeah.
So it's hard to distinguish or give a shout out. But then we just come off of 3 solid wins. So we've had like 2 draws in there. So we're getting these matchups. The matchups are always hard. Seems like lately we're pretty evenly matched, and I think what's happening is that we're running into clans who are pretty much structured like we are. You know, they've got a range of TH10s. There's always almost double the amount of TH10s in the other clan. But the lower members of our clan are kicking butt against TH7s are crushing TH8s.
Yeah,
and so
doing good. Al's always been doing good, but
yeah. So it's
pretty solid.
Yeah, and this past week, so we did 3 wars this week, and I did one of the things that I didn't think I could accomplish, and I did it twice. I 3-starred a TH10.
Yeah.
2 times.
Nice.
And they weren't, the strongest TH10s or anything. But I've been kind of using a new combination. It's similar to what I've been using before, but my P.E.K.K.A.s aren't ready to be, they're not level 5. They're, I think level 3 still. I'm trying to go to 4.
Boy, are those nice.
Yeah. And so what I've been doing is taking in one in the clan castle when I go into war. And I'll take 2 rage, or maybe a heal, 2 freeze, and a jump. Bombers, and I've been taking in, I think, about 11 or 12 wizards, 3 witches, 3 golems, and like 7 or 8 Velks.
That's an expensive army.
Yeah, so 7 or 8 Velks. But see, the Velks have been awesome. So it's kind of like I've been doing, and I have to give a big shout out to T-Skits and Matt and everybody in the clan who were telling me to spread my golems out when I dropped in for like a go wee or whatever. And as soon as I started doing that and letting the golems kind of work their way and taking a little bit more time on that front end, then I'll get my wizards out there and they'll have much more time and like not take many hits if the golems are spread out. And then, I'll try to go in at a corner, and then I'll send in my Valkyries, and then the golems start coming in, and everybody's going to the town hall, but the Velks get in there, and they hold up well against the Infernos. They rush to those clan castle troops, and
nice.
So they're like holding back on damage, and if I can keep the Infernos frozen most of the time, and that's why sometimes I'll use a heal instead of a rage, because then I can heal the Valks up a little bit, and they'll just clean out the corner or in the center.
Yeah,
and they don't usually get farther than that. But then I'll drop the P.E.K.K.A. last, and that's been going around the outside, and the Velks and the golems are still catching the fire on the inside, and the wizards and the witches go through and that P.E.K.K.A. go around and really start to clean things up. So
using a P.E.K.K.A. because P.E.K.K.A.s don't work. They just walk around the outside. Using it for what it does, which is walk around the outside.
And it actually spider.
There's a spider on the wall.
Oh, someone should kill that.
Well,
I can't reach it.
We'll get it after a break or something.
It's gonna be gone by then.
We'll keep an eye on it.
So what's now? And I have to say this:
it's coming for you, Lady B.
In those attacks.
Oh, now it's going back to our Scotty.
It looks like I know what I'm doing, but part of it was that in these attacks, like I was screwing up my spells, or I was dropping troops, or I forgot about something, and it just ended up working. And so because of these accidents, I'm going, wait a second, I've sent these things in later because
than you wanted to, right?
Then I wanted to, and it worked much better because
kept them around a little bit,
kept them around longer.
Well, there's a great reason for that replay in the pods. You're like, okay, and you can slow it down, and okay.
Well, in the 10s, in both of them that I 3-starred, I had almost almost a minute left on the clock by the time I 3-starred it.
Fuck.
Wow.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, they went in and just the way things went.
If you can do that with them, well, and you're saying they're not. Is there two Infernos? Is there?
They were all Infernos. They all had Infernos.
They had everything. They may not have been leveled up all the way,
Yeah.
but they had all their stuff.
Right. It was a TH10.
They're not brand new Tunnel 10s.
Right.
Okay.
And it just was the way that the troops that were hanging on kept going. A golem went the wrong way and took hits and stuff. And I'm going, man, these things are so much better as just, I guess I had thought of them as getting in there and pounding the Infernos and taking all that stuff and really cleaning it out. But they seem to just do much better when they've just are attracting damage, and you've got other troops that can get in there and do it. And I'm starting to see them that way a little bit more, just like the big distraction, the big noise in the room, the big, hey, I'm over here, shoot me. And then your other troops are coming in behind. And I've seen like some TH9s, I think, whatever level you can get a golem at. I've seen the level 1 golems go in and they have a ton of hit points still. And I've seen those lower level people use them really well. Like I thought you had to have it at like 5 to do it. But I've seen some great attacks and with Velks, level 1 Velks even, So those troops they can be used even if they're not at max. And I always kind of thought you have to have max. But I'll take in a level 4 P.E.K.K.A. or, I want a level 5, but I'll take in something lower and I'll do more with it, I think.
Okay. I have not been doing great in wars. I've been doing a lot of both attacks in the last 4 hours kind of a thing, or 5 hours. Just because I've been moving on as far as my last several wars. I've been able to go in and get us new stars. I think we had the one loss. Otherwise, it wasn't even close. We were just ahead, and my guys were just doing it. And we had that one loss, and I think I went in and I got us maybe 2 new stars total. Didn't do very great in one attack. I would just like use whatever I had. That when we were behind, so I made a special army and I did the whole thing and I didn't do very great. But mostly I just go in with whatever I have left over. My first attack is whatever I have left over that I've been brewing to give people. I just go in with that because it's usually, it's all max stuff. It's just a mishmash. And I'll go in something lower and I'll get a fresh star, the 3rd star somewhere in the, in the teens probably. And then I'll brew like my all drags with the Lava Hounds.
Okay, yeah. Now, I want to hear about this.
Let's get to this. Now, I have been using Lava Hounds. I'm at 36,000 Dark Elixir towards my 60 grand I need to make my Lava Hound level 2.
Okay, so
I'm going all out for them. I'm going to try them. I think that lots of people are like, they suck, they're dumb, but
I could see their use. I get really.
I've used them and they've worked.
So what do you do? What's your strategy?
I've used them with the balloons and minions and the dragons.
How many do you take in?
1, 2, or 3. I've used them a bunch.
Okay.
They didn't seem to work really good with the dragons because the dragons were too slow to get up to that. The dragon was too slow to get to the air defense to kill it while the pig was standing there, spitting on it.
Okay.
So the dragons, it didn't really work great. The one time I did use them with the dragons, I wiped out some shit. But it was just because I had all these dragons. I was using,
right.
I did my dragon attack right.
Right.
The pig didn't do much. It just went in and then got itself killed. They work great. Oh, wait for the.
What is that?
It's a cuckoo clock.
Oh God.
There's a little bird on it that pops out and wait.
Mom's dad bought that for me like 10 years ago when they were in Germany.
Oh, cool.
And if people are counting, they'll know that it's
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
All right.
All right. So the pig dog. This dog.
The lava pig.
I send him in.
So you've got level 1s.
I've got level 1s. Update hit. Immediately started my barracks, so I've had them since as early as anybody else has. And I like them. I don't know. They're silly and they look dumb, but then they bust apart and they got all these little lava pups, little puppy dogs that spit fire, and those things stick around too pretty good. So I've gone to the end of with the balloons and the minions. The lava dogs work great.
Well,
because the balloons will go straight at those, because they're searching for defenses. Whereas the dragons get sidetracked and do all their stupid dragon stuff where they just start walking around like idiots. Oh, what's that over there? And they turn and do a 360 and they're just what? And
it's like the wind. It's like the wind with dragon. You watch during a war and it seems like in one war the dragons will always there's a breeze going one way and they're always turning left.
Yeah.
And then you get to the next war and then they're always turning right and you're like, those son of a bitches.
And so that doesn't work real great with them, but the balloons work great because those things go in and set off traps.
Right.
All the traps, all the balloons, and they stick around. They don't die. Those pigs, they are up there. Those hogs.
Do you heal them?
No. It's a golem. You don't heal a golem. I mean, you just let it do its thing. But you send in some minions, and then you send in some balloons. The minions will set off any other traps, and then the balloons come in and they knock out. And then you can just
but you should
then you just minion it up behind there. Minion swarm behind those balloons.
But you should let the minions won't trigger the black air balloons.
That's why you got the
Lava Hound,
the Hound, and there's some balloons up there. They'll get in there.
Okay.
Because the black balloons only hit one thing.
Yeah.
So they can come up and destroy one balloon, like one.
Okay.
One of your balloons. And that's fine. If you got a bunch of balloons, that's one thing. And with the minions, they can come in and trigger off some other stuff. And then waves of minions behind there. Because once you hit that first air defense and you kill it, that dog will move to the next one.
Right.
And then they'll follow it and they'll follow it around.
So what kind of TH levels are you going up against with this Lava Hound?
Nines. Like I was trying it in war on the high guys and the 9s and 10s. As far as practicing, I've been looking for 8s, 9s, and 10s. Okay. Because I got a low trophy count now, so it's kind of hard to find the top guys. And right away I was just going like, I'm just going to practice with these and hitting stuff that didn't even score. Like I was just looking for a high town hall, not even with any loot. I just go in and use my awesome pig dog, dragon, balloon, minion, swarm attack, and see what happened. And some of them are pretty funny. Like if you use combos of all of your air defenses or all your air
except
troops,
for healers,
because it doesn't really do anything. Sending them all, it's fun because they go crazy because they're all over the place. The dragons and the minions never go to the same thing. It's weird. The dragons, they just get blown off one way, and the minions are like, let's get everything, and they stay in a nice semicircle.
The look on your face as you describe them.
Spitting poop on me. I like them. The Lava Hounds are not bad.
Okay, so you are a Lava Hounder.
So far.
Okay.
We'll see. I mean, they're not great.
Lava Hound.
Once they're maxed out, maybe they'll be just like
I'm pretty sure
crazy
that you did
good.
not like them the first couple days that you had them.
No, I didn't know how to really use them.
Every time a new troop comes out, it's like, and then you want it. So I don't know. I haven't used them yet. I've brewed one. I would like to try them, but it seems kind of like you'd have to do a bunch of practice before you'd try them in a war against. I think to go up against a TH10. I mean, I think they'd have to be maxed, especially if the arity is maxed. And I think now,
no, those are tough. Like I haven't gone up against max air defense with those things.
Oh God!
You need 2. And I've used 2 or 3 pigs.
Dogs. So do you send them in?
I'm sending them in at first I'm like, okay, I'll send one at each air defense. But then I didn't send my dragons at all the air defenses. Like I didn't ring this place with dragons. So the thing just sat there and got killed, while all the rest of the troops were over on the other side of this board. Like I didn't use them correctly at all.
Oh, okay.
At first, and then I was like, okay, I'll send in 2, but even 2, they're just soaking up damage. Like they're going to stay together, and then whatever wizard towers around there is hitting them both.
Yeah.
So you need with those things, you need to use them. You need to drop 1, and have things coming in behind it. When it dies,
send in the next.
Or your troops move away from it, your air troops. Then you send in another one to go to occupy a different air defense. so that your stuff can move around and these air defenses are crippled.
Okay, so basically,
'Cause you can't
a good
kill
way to do
anything.
it then would be to
Use one, wait, use another one.
use them as the stupid wandering troops make their way to the wrong places. You can, oh crap, they're turning this way. Let me get this in there before that air defense, because they go pretty fast, don't they?
They go faster than golems. They go faster than dragons. Mm-hmm. They just go right in there after that thing. Lava Hounds, and then the lava pups are cool. I was zooming in on those. Like, I used it once, and the thing finally died way late in the battle, and so the little lava pups were alive at the end of the battle. So they were there spitting on stuff like I just did on myself. They were there spitting on stuff for a while, like, and I got to zoom in on them and look at them, and they're pretty cool little puppy dogs.
Yeah,
And they're just made of fire instead of being made of lava and molten rock. And
I haven't zoomed in on them. It looks like fireworks.
The Lava Hounds are stupid looking. I mean, can we agree on this? They don't look like dogs at all. They look like big fat minions. I don't know. They got a giant front jaw that makes them look Popeye, and then they got these little teeny people arms and little skinny legs. Like, it's not and they have wings. I don't know why they're called dogs. Why do they call them winged trolls? Anything. I mean, Lava Hounds. It's dumb.
Okay.
Oh no!
What's up?
It's gone.
Oh, the spider's gone. We weren't watching.
Oh,
I see it. It's on you.
You were supposed to kill it.
I think it's behind that picture, actually.
I was watching it.
well, so
It's gone.
you don't
I'm
think?
going to look at it. There
I'm
it is.
really upset that picture's nuts.
Yeah, it's got little hands. I mean, it's got hands on its. Look at it.
Okay, yeah, let me see it. Kind of looks like you. No, just kidding. Yeah, it doesn't really look like the face looks like a
Kinda looks
dog.
like you.
Kind of like a.
If it had a really tiny face as a kid, it would look just like you.
Shut up. It does look. God, you moron.
Yeah, everybody knows that's what you look like as a kid.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
You're such a liar.
Your face grew into your body. It's okay,
You're
dude.
such a moron.
You're a very handsome man now, but back then it was pretty weird.
Shut up. So, well, you know what? It does. God, you will increase when you go for the upgrade, though. It looks like you'll have more spawned units. You'll be able to spawn more units.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate that. Stupid.
Oh, whenever I'm having a bad day, Bowen shows me a picture.
Scotty is a kid.
No, it is
Shut up. It's not you. I know it's you. Your mom gave it to me.
Shut up. Oh my God.
So it looks just like you, but the face is tiny.
So are you farm?
Oh,
Kill
man.
me now, people at home.
I'm so tired. Boneyards are super delicious.
All right, so the lava dog, when you upgrade it, you can spawn. Right now at level 1, you spawn 8 lava pops.
Okay.
When you upgrade it to level 2, you spawn.
What's the upgrade cost? 60?
60. When you upgrade it, you get 2 more, and it looks like you probably when you get to level 3, and level 3 is probably max. I'm thinking level 3 is max.
Yeah.
You probably get 2 more, and you get 12. And those. Oh, look at it! You can show a picture of them when you look at the little thing. They look like little weirdos with sunglasses.
Yeah, they kind of look
Why did
like
they turn orange? Can I
'Cause-
see that?
they're from they're pure lava. I bet.
They're fire.
Yeah,
Fire. They do have little
I think I will
sunglasses
try
on. That's
practicing
weird.
with them. Did you do 2 barracks or did you just do the 1 barrack?
I just did the 1.
I just did the 1. I can't. Yeah.
I couldn't have 2 dark barracks not working. I mean, I have to make witches for war.
Oh, yeah, I
regardless.
I'm
Like, what the hell?
I can't even. I don't want to do the other dark barrack. It was so painful not having that dark barrack because I love my hogs, and so I've been farming with hogs, going in and sitting in like the 2200 range, finding elixir again because at that point people still have to save up a lot if they want to get their walls, because if you've got higher walls. And I'm going with hogs.
Whoa, where?
3 heals and 2 freeze. And I don't have to use them all the time. And then barbs and archers. And
Stupid
some
dogs.
bombers and a few wizards.
They don't even have noses.
The dogs?
Yeah, dogs have noses. It's a whole thing. Everybody knows this.
Yeah, but they have like a gigantic
Underbite.
Yeah,
You know what they kind of remind me of? Remember those weird eels that were in the Little Mermaid movie?
Oh, yeah.
That Ursula had?
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Yes. That's what they look like.
I totally
Yeah.
know the name of the eels in the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, you do. Well, so you're upgrading that.
You know that movie is based on a story that ends very much
differently.
Yeah, that's not a happy ending of that story.
Really?
Yeah. Little Mermaid, she leaves the ocean because she sees the prince on the beach. I want to marry the prince because he's so cute. She leaves the ocean. You know, now she's got legs and she gave up her legs. But one of the things is every step she takes, it feels like she's walking on knives. That was the give and take from the evil sea witch, Ursula.
Oh.
That's the take. She can never return to the ocean, but she's like, I'm in love, so I'm going to do it. And she, braves.
Would it have worked if she was in a wheelchair?
It wouldn't have been sitting on knives. It was walking on knives. Didn't have wheelchairs back then. This happened a long time ago.
Okay.
I know. But the thing is, she was just some wet girl from the beach trying to go mac on a prince. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with you. And she's like, oh, well, that sucks because I just gave up my home. And the moral of the story is don't live beyond your means or don't try to look ahead of your station because that's what they did in the back in the days. They kept all those stories were for kids to keep them down. And,
Keep 'em down.
And make them learn not to, try to...
Grow legs.
Yeah, not try to grow legs. Don't look beyond your station.
Yeah, okay.
And so she went and she died on the beach, pining for her ways back to the ocean.
So looking beyond your station, you're definitely what's your upgrade order? Now,
Back to Clash of Clans.
So you're gonna do. So I think I'm gonna go with my P.E.K.K.A. next because I do want to get my queen to 15.
Did you guys get your barbs and archers up to level 7?
No, not yet.
And that's kind of where
I've seen them. Somebody's got level 7 archers first in my clan. Can't remember who it was. I'm like, what?
Yeah, see,
They're more expensive, and
but see, I use archers a lot. That's where I'm kind of torn. So, I want to focus on my P.E.K.K.A.s, but it's really hard to get elixir with the wars and things like that. So it goes up slowly, but. There's the Lava Hound that I'm going to need to upgrade, and I'm going to need to upgrade the barbs and the archers.
Yeah,
I'd love to do the barbs.
My research. Well, I'm at 39. I just need 20 grand more Dark Elixir. I'm going to start my house to level 2.
So how are you going to farm for Dark Elixir? What do you do when you're farming for Dark Elixir?
Not use Dark Elixir. I don't ever use Dark Elixir troops unless. Well, I do make witches for war, and I make war.
Use your words.
I make war armies.
Okay.
And sometimes they include dark troops, but I don't raid with them. And I go after if I see a big dark elixir pot, I'll go after it with my barbs archers, Wallbreaker army.
But see, that's why I find like I almost have to spend Dark Elixir to make Dark Elixir because. To get a big score.
You got to spend money to make money, son.
Yeah, and that's why the stuff. But I don't. If I switch to using giants and it's like I'm trying to save up for both.
Boo that.
I'm trying to save up for both the P.E.K.K.A. and upgrading my
So you go
witch.
with barbs, archers, wallbreakers, and you go after the loot. And if you have to, you drop some spells to pick up that big loot.
But where you sit?
Barbs, archers. Wizards, giants, wall breakers.
There you go.
Is my favorite.
Yeah, and
I do that.
But see, then it's
everyday raids, and then for wars, I do that and then drop my spells. I might put a healer.
So you never use spells. See, I use spells all the time.
No, they're expensive to make.
If you're trying to make elixir, you got to try to not use.
I just went to Town Hall 9. I need all kinds of shit right now.
Maybe here's my problem.
That's why you have to hit 200 grand just to pay for your army.
Well, yeah, but
How often do you find 300 grand available?
I just hit one just a little while ago.
Wow. Although I suppose you are a higher town hall.
Yeah, I'm a team.
Higher trophy level.
Right.
Much more than me.
Here's what happened. So after the update, I dropped. I was like, okay, I'll just go down, I'll barge, or whatever. couldn't find anything.
Such a gross word.
Barch.
It just is. Yeah, exactly. I do find myself using it and liking it.
Yeah.
To say, yeah.
Barch it up.
But like people in real life that have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, are like, oh, whatever, you fucking barch brains.
So I went down.
What have I been doing all day? I've been barching all day.
Yeah. God.
No, fuck you, I'm not bulimic.
That'd be a perfect excuse to call into work.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've been barching.
I got a real bad
what?
case of the barches.
Oh my God. See, no, I would never get away with it because I work with people and they'll play this game and they'd be like, no fucking way.
I've been barching all weekend. You just say it really fast.
Yeah.
I've been barching all weekend. I can't come in.
You see, just see if you can slip it in there.
I'm so
I'm
barched.
marching all weekend.
I'm so going to say that
I'm so barched.
when I go to work tomorrow.
Okay, so anyways, I
barched.
dropped trophies and I got down. I couldn't find anything the loot that I was looking for, and of course nobody else could. So I went down and I did all the.
Very nice. Anyway,
I just was looking for loot,
Can I have that?
and I was trying these different
singing a
things.
song because interrupting Scotty is fun to do.
But I do
Fun
like,
to do.
and I found out
Fun to
that what I do not like is I like to go in with armies that I'm going to like win. It's nice to get the loot, but it's like every time I go in, I like to practice that, or whatever. If it's against the even though it's not my, I guess, war army or whatever, it's just kind of fun. Like when I go in, I'm looking for stuff. I'd find the pumps halfway full. I wouldn't get what I wanted, and it was just like, I was just like going in, seeing the big numbers, hitting it, and of course, I'm using spells, and I could go faster doing it the other way, but it's just, I don't know, it was more fun. And not being able to use my hogs, I was like, I could not wait to use my hogs again. Because to get those things into the middle is with giants and stuff, it just takes a long time. And I feel like it's more of a gamble. Because you can see where those bombs are most of the time. You can avoid
it's pretty easy to tell.
And people are kind of relaxing, I think, on the anti-hog.
Well, it's not such a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Although in raiding bases, it doesn't have to be as much. I mean, the anti-hog was all about war bases. Because people were just going in and wiping everybody, from 1 to 50, hogs all the way. No problem. And then people started to do the double rings and the anti-hog bases, spreading their shit out, making it hard. And then it went to dragons. And then people either spread it out even farther or they brought their air defenses into the center and made dragons harder to do. And so Supercell dropped this fucking pig dog on us to try to make that better. But
Did you tweet that picture of the pig dog?
somebody sent it to me. Are you talking about the dog or the pig dog that? It was one of the guys online, one of the Zodcasters or somebody in the Kryptonian family sent a pig dog. It's pretty funny. It's a picture of a pig, and it's where its face is a dog face. So it's a pig dog. I mean, it's hilarious looking. And I was sending it around like, that's a pig dog.
The lava pig.
Yeah. And that was a question if somebody wanted to get into the. Somebody was laughing. Well, hey, that should be a question on if you want to get into the clan. The first question, hey, I'm a fan. Do you know what a pig dog is? And they didn't know. Like, you're not current on your episodes. You're out.
Yeah, I want to use them. But see, now it's going to be a while before I can upgrade them. And it's like I've just seen these heroes. I'm running into like these Town Hall 10s in war that have like level 20, 25 heroes.
That sucks.
That sucks. And it's like the higher the heroes are, and if your heroes aren't upgrading, and I can't keep mine constantly going.
No.
I need to. But it's like that's kind of the defining thing, in a war. I mean, not necessarily, but like when you're going up against people that have higher heroes than you, you're already outmatched from the get-go. So from the get-go.
Get-go?
So, it's like if I see a camp, I might go, yeah, I can totally go in and hit this and I think get 2 stars. But I'm like, oh, look at the heroes.
Yeah.
And that's like...
That guy's got a different color robot than my guy. That's a big lightning ball.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
So I'm trying to get my queen up to 15. I've got now she's like 70,000. It's just getting more and more expensive.
Yep.
Maybe they should just lower the prices a little bit for the
or make it dark. Maybe give us a dark elixir, or even just level 7.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be. It's hard to get. You got to get a bunch of elixir in order to do it. It takes time, but it's something that people would.
That would be a really good addition.
Get pumpkin bombs again.
Yeah,
that's got to start soon. That's got to start soon. Yeah.
There was a weird thing on Heyday a couple weeks ago where all the animals had Halloween costumes on. It was just for a day, and then now they were gone. So I'm wondering if
it is kind of weird that it's already October.
I mean,
and we don't have the Halloween
what
stuff.
Day is this? The 6th?
I don't know.
It's the 5th, I think.
5th, 6th? I don't know.
Time doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the one thing that was maybe the late update getting out stopped them from doing it. But you think that
we need to have our October update.
It's like October.
Our holiday stuff. Where's my pumpkin bomb? Damn it!
Where you'd think they would have started already?
Yeah. Where's my skulls and my trees and shit?
Yeah, I haven't been pulling certain trees.
Yeah.
And I was going to leave all my my stumps because they get those cool little faces.
Yeah. They all do. Everything does.
And so I've been selectively pruning my base based on the
rose bushes out front today. I hope I did it right.
You just start lopping them off at the bottoms. That's just cutting them down.
Well, only the dead ones.
You see, you need to get a real life builder. So,
a burly guy just starts hammering on the rose bushes.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, you can go up there and clap at them, clap at the tree.
Tomorrow when you come home, oh shit, I won't be here. I can't wait to be up front.
What are you doing? Well,
just drive by.
Home, I'll be working in the yard. I come out, drive by, and she's out there clapping at the tree.
You know what? You should just
clapping at the bushes.
You guys should just do that, and then wait to see how long it takes somebody to stop and go, "Hey, that's close to claps."
Probably not long.
Oh my god! There's an archer and barb in the front yard.
I'm going to decorate Clash of Clans this year for Halloween.
Yeah.
Not only dress up, which I've seen some pretty awesome costumes already.
Very nice.
But dress up that way. Or do the house that way.
Very nice. So I got to give a shout out to Matt, who just 3-starred 2 TH10s this last war.
Nice. You got 6 stars on Town Hall 10s? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Nice.
We've got
Is that Matt or Mailman Matt?
Matt.
Donkey Nuts?
The Phantom.
Yeah.
And we've got a bunch of...
Did you hear that on the thing? I think you did. That was my guts.
Oh, I thought it was the dog.
I might have to take a bathroom break here.
God.
Oh, goodness.
So we...
gurgling.
So we're going to... You guys declared war? We're going to declare war in a little bit.
We're fighting some jerk-offs. I don't know. It's actually a tough matchup. Let me see what are they called here.
Yeah.
Dicks.
We've been doing
the House of Goose. What? We are the House of Zod. They're called the House of Goose. We better beat these assholes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just send in Iceman.
So,
we'll just hit the ejector seat and watch him crack his brain pan on the thing.
So how many TH10s do you have now in Zod?
I think we have 6. I just counted 6, and the enemy. Let me just go back here.
Yeah, we got some new members.
6. I got
new
7.
co-leaders. T-Skits, Mailman's back.
We're actually
Bazinga is a co-leader now, and Barcher King, who is a co-leader now. And I think, and so we got some new members that are coming in with some great attacks. Like I said, T-Skits and Matt and everybody were giving me pointers on the go wee wee. That is the spread out golems trying to go for 3 compartments. All right, so
I just do want to reiterate. It was Jadim and Brock won the contest, and they were both up near 10,000.
Okay,
I just got the info here. 10,000 donates and receives, cracking it off. These guys are really going crazy, and a lot of other people were up there close, just doing it because these guys were way out ahead. Well, Jadim was way out ahead, and then there was a couple people that were close to each other, and other people still went for it. You could just be like, "Fuck it," because there's no way I'm winning now. But it was a clan wide push, and everybody needed to. Because after a week, when people were at 0-0, they didn't get to stick around. You know, it was a good way to see because you're really actually paying attention to it for a whole season.
Yeah. Well, here's
that's no good.
Okay, so there's something that we need to talk about that keeps coming up.
What? Who said it? Who said what?
In L.
Something we need to talk about?
We talked about this.
Me?
We kind of worked. Yes, it's all about you.
It's always all about you.
Zod and L are going to do a trophy push contest.
Okay.
So we got to figure out a date.
I got some new shit going with my guys. So we changed up our stuff. So right now we switched over to every single attack has to be okayed.
Oh, you did?
What do you mean?
Well,
your war attacks.
Yeah, every single war attack has got to be discussed. Every single one.
Oh my god!
Why?
Because we're just trying a new thing. Well, because I've been gone, I kind of let my co-leaders they're trying this out. So they're instituting some new things to change it up a little, so that you know our low guys don't get pissed because they don't have any battles. Our mid guys
that's always a kind of
our mid guys aren't wasting battles. The top guys don't have to come down to clean up low battles. You know, just to kind of you know, we've been winning battles, but when we lose, it's because there's some miscommunication or people aren't doing things right. And so, actually, I didn't know this, but they went through and cleaned out some of the riffraff, who in turn meant that it was a friend of mine and my brother got kicked out of the clan, and I didn't know it. But okay, so we're gonna go with that because I've been periodically, you know, in touch with them on the line. I'm trying to read that and keep up with them because we have our Zod command, and we have a Zod elder because there's only like 4 elders now.
Okay,
we've only taken in a few ever since the update, a few at a time. People that are constantly chatting, constantly helping, constantly, you know, and you have to have a line to be in Zod. We decided that's a thing.
Okay,
so that you can. There's rules. Go there to look at them. It's really easy.
Oh my god, I'm never going back over there.
You can come over now.
For sure.
So I can't. It's hard for me to keep in that 2 days.
Well, you don't have to do
it. But here's the thing, though.
You don't have to do it.
Let's do a trophy push contest, and we'll have to figure out the particulars. So it'll have to be. I think we should do it in like 3 weeks.
Okay, that's enough time for us to really get our new system down and get some solid gang around. We have to start off with the same. What do we do? The top 25 again?
Well, here's the thing, because we've got the clans are pretty active. I think we should figure out. I think we should count everybody's trophies.
Or the top 40.
Well, let's work out these details because if people are going to be part.
Let's talk about it right now.
Okay, well, if people are going to be part of the push, if they're part of the war thing. They should be part of the push.
Well, it's.
Because that's the type of clan we are, you know.
Well, we're
active.
We're a group of active people. But if some people are active and can only be active during war, but may not be active enough to push.
Right. So
everybody else would pass them. So you have to have some leeway at the bottom end. 45. I'd say 40 is a good number. That way, 10 people. Or 10 or less people, because I don't even think we have 40. I think we have 44 people right now.
So let's say we don't have. So we do 40 or 45.
The top 40 people.
Are
counted.
All right, and then
the weekly top 40 countdown.
So trophies have to be. We'll kind of go with we've done before is below 2,300 to start.
I would want to go below 2,000.
I don't want to go though, because you know how long.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Because that. Yeah, because at the people that want to go for Masters, if they want it their first time, 300 trophies in that range. I mean, remember how hard it was for us, like to get to Masters. So we can use the plan that way. But now we got to figure out: do we just go overall rank or overall amount of trophies by our bottom 40 and at the end of it?
Yeah.
And you have to be below 2,300.
To start.
Yeah. And everybody's trophy is weighted equally.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That would work.
That works, because if you have a bottom end, because otherwise you could, if you wanted to do, you'd start off you could start anywhere.
Okay.
And you'd want to be like, oh, I'm going to see who can get the most trophies. Well, I could get 2,000 trophies if I start at 0. You know, I couldn't get 2,000
Well,
trophies.
no, I mean,
I started at 2,000.
We don't want to go by how many we get.
We want to go by
where
total.
Where we finish.
I mean, that's the way it has to be. Otherwise,
So let's hammer out the details, and we will.
totes on the deets.
What about like the first weekend in November?
That's totes cray cray, dude. I've been learning my slang, the new kids around here.
We could do it.
I got the
Kids
deets.
around where?
The block.
Do you? Oh my god!
I don't have any kids on the block.
So
I got
when
new kids on the block.
so when should we do this?
I get tough.
Do we want to announce it like in a couple days? Think about what.
I'll work on it. I'm going to talk to my guys. Over the
Okay,
week here.
you figure out, and I'll figure out. But we'll do the trophy bush, and then we could, if other clans out there want to be part of it,
They can suck it.
we can see. How
Well,
that goes.
it's a competition between Zod and El, so it's going to be heated, I'm sure.
It'll be intense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure out the dates, and then we can talk about planning up to the push, and
Yeah.
So that's something I can do tonight. All right. Well, we're at an hour, so why don't we wrap up and then we'll come back
Below
later on.
2,300, I think I have like 1,700.
Oh my god!
I'm going to have to get to something up there.
It's going to take you a couple weeks just to get. No, the defensive trophies.
Where are you at with Zace?
I have not been playing Zace.
I've just been ignoring them? Collecting
Yeah.
at least?
No,
Really?
I switched off out of my phone because of, and I just need some time away from that and just to focus on one, because going between the war was always tough, and
What's that look for? Giving me a weirdo?
it was getting to the point where
Your nails look pretty. I dig it.
I had to do a ton of raiding. So,
Yeah.
and I just wasn't getting the stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? He can be my errand boy, use my communication link or whatever. But I just kind of want to play my main account.
Sure.
So,
On the other hand, I just got to Town Hall 8 with Player 1 today.
nice.
I just I've only looked at it once. I started some 1 minute and 15-minute things. Got a bunch of new stuff. I got a dark drill now. I can finally. I was not able to get enough dark elixir to get my king without the drill, so I'm gonna have to probably drill it up to get there, or buy it somehow. Other than that, new stuff. Player 1 I've been banging it with it. It's on my phone, so I can use it everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas I haven't. The bone pad didn't have Wi-Fi, so I went back to Player 1 and was doing some fun stuff.
Well, that's why with my main, I like to have it on my phone too, because then if I'm like traveling or something, I can get back in.
I chopped down a bunch of rocks. I sold all of my decorations.
Oh my god!
Because I'm like, this is just annoying. Because I had to do a rebuild because I still was in a big rectangle and everything was in the middle. And then it had double walls with space in between, which is just a terrible design for defense.
Yeah.
Well, all you got to do is get in there, and then you can just take everything
and do whatever you want.
And so I was like, I got to redo this because I want to start saving this stuff. I had the boost going for all that. And I'm like, I'm just getting raped for all of my boost because I had my pumps in my mind so far away from all the defenses.
Oh man!
So I had to centrally locate everything and do a proper base at Town Hall 7 with walls.
Proper base.
Well, and they're almost all probably half are purple crystal. The second crystal. Now that I can do golden elixir. The whole time that my Town Hall was running or going to level 8, I just kept putting everything into, because I maxed out everything.
Okay.
I think at barracks I could probably get I think I can get 2 of them up to dragon still. But that's it. I mean, that'll come.
Yeah.
But everything else was maxed out. So I was just dumping them into the Town Hall because I made a new base. I made a new layout of all my walls. So I had to make all the corners had to be leveled up, and then it was like, oh, I can do this, and this. So I just started dicking around until it was perfect. It wasn't all done, and then I started it on the interior walls and just once in a while plugging them away, just doing 3 at a time. So one wall section is done.
Yeah.
And now.
Well, but it's Boneyard. You got your stuff going, but are you farming for gold to do upgrades
in Boneyard?
Yeah,
not really. On occasion.
Yeah.
Now that I'm back.
I mean, I'm going constantly.
Now that things are kind of settled down in the house and I have Wi-Fi here, I'll go in and do a raid or two.
But you're kind of working on player 1 mostly.
I was working on player 1 because I did not. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Bonepad wasn't active.
See, and I'm just trying to get those. I think the biggest thing with the lava hounds, the lava pig
dogs,
is that
let's come up with a different name for those things because they're neither pigs nor dogs. They have wings, for Christ's sakes. Little human hands.
Let's just rename
it. Yeah, let's just rename this troop into
flying eel things.
The lava bub.
The fire bitch. Bitch tits.
Oh my god.
The lava ogre, winged ogre.
Yeah, the lava ogre. I like that one.
Yeah.
I've been
tits.
I did one of my defenses to max. And that's what I would be doing.
Said that.
But I also have been working. I really want to get my archer towers done because those are the ones that are going to be firing on them. The air defenses.
Well, you got your wizard towers done, right?
The wizard towers are done. But I wanted my archer towers done because I want something else to be hitting them.
Air defense.
And so then I'll do my air D, and then I'm going to
go. Your archer towers as air defense. That's a good thing.
It's like I'm going. When those dragons come in, it's a lot of times those archer towers that seem to just slowly keep picking at them, and if that's the case with the Lava Hounds, you got that one target. So I've got one to max, and then I'll do the next one now that I have my last archer tower going. It was max, now it's got to go one more level, which I can't wait to do actually. But and then I'm going to go cannons and
knock those up.
Yeah. So
I still have my second wizard tower is on its way to max. That's 2 out of 4.
Okay.
And I have 2 out of 3 mortars max.
Okay.
So I still need to max on mortar and 2 wizard towers. Then I can move on to archer towers and every other freaking thing in the world.
Your air mines and stuff.
All that other bullshit. I mean, what?
That was excruciating because you just get it. Your builders are going. They're all busy, and then it's like then all of a sudden they're done.
Yeah. Well, you're like, okay, 4 million.
Yeah.
If I just save for another day, I can get enough to do something way cooler.
Yeah, I know. But they're so nice though for the wars, and it's nice because the wars. Of course, it gets more expensive.
And I don't get hit. Let me tell you something. I still don't get hit in these wars. Although I did get attacked several times in these wars. Like I pop on like, fuck, I got 1 hour left to get 2 attacks in. Well, we're up by 110. I'll just do 1 attack. But I did get hit. Somebody attacked me with a pretty heavy army, not a star. And I love going in and say, oh, somebody attacked me. I get to watch that. Yeah, and they just get shot down all over the map. Actually, the guy probably would have at least 2-starred me had he just dumped everything in the same spot. But instead, he was putting things all over the place. Like, oh, he's going to go in for this and in for that and then go in here. And I'll put some hogs over here and just the dragons on the other side. And like, just put it all in one spot. Oh my God. And he's using spells all over the map. Concentrate your things. Then you can use that heal and the rage in the same spot. And it'll hit all the troops that you dropped,
I've gotten taken for 2 stars in that one war that they were just great attackers.
Yeah.
But... it's my camp's holding and it just keeps getting stronger. Eventually, if I'm trying to get 1 upgrade going a week. If I can kind of keep on that schedule, it's not like pushing too hard. It's just like, okay, because all of a sudden now my archer towers are almost, which I thought would have been done, but then it'll be that I'll do an air. I've been really
slacking. And you know what? Missing that boost just killed me. Like I was like, "Fuck this." I got a little disenfranchised with this whole thing. Like, I'm like, "Oh, I got to do," because there's lots to do with the house.
Yeah,
moving and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna. Like I'm at work. I'm checking in. I'm like, I should be raiding all day. I'm like, I have actual work to do. Like normally I don't do it, or I'm just doing my own thing, and I'm like, I've got to get work done because the previous 2 weeks I spent every day at work working on buying a house.
Yeah,
But
now it's settled down.
Now that I've settled down and I'm back at it, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to war starting tomorrow night because I'll be on and I'll be ready to.
Yeah.
Help people and talk to everybody for 2 hours.
It was nice after this last week
I'm sure the Zach missed me. It's nice to be in a war with your gang.
Yeah, and we had some cool wars, worked really good together. So, well, thanks everybody who's sent in donations. You can donate on the website if you so choose. And I think that's about it for us tonight here.
Yeah.
And we'll come back with some more stuff. Boneyards racking and playing, and I'm going to try those Lava Hounds.
Boneyards
racking and playing now. And,
that's Lady Boneyards rack. Hey-o!
Back from hiatus.
Watch it.
And so,
hey, watch it. I'll be barching up you all day.
Get a hold of us at clashclanspodcast@gmail.com, at WBSMT Radio on Twitter.
Yep. And I've been also ignoring that too. I'm sorry, Twitter fans. I barely get time to read it, much less
I've been
stuff out there. You can get it out there good.
But now you're back at it.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
All right. So everything here at ClashClansPodcast.com. 187.
42427 Clash.
What is it? What?
42427 Clash.
How does that go?
42427 Clash.
27 Clash nerds.
All right. Keep it Clash.
On a side note to the Zodcasters.
Keep it Barchi.
Keep it Barchi.
Yeah, barch it up. On a side note to the Zodcasters, Ghost, Brain, and Get Up are planning a new strategy. Let's work along and try to do that. Yeah, it's going to mean it's a different thing. It's a little more serious than the way we used to do things, but I think it'll help. And if it doesn't, we might go back. Who knows?
All right. Keep it clashy, everybody.
Keep it clashy and barch on.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.